Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever it is that you may be as you find yourself falling under the sound of my voice. I am Lamia and I'm here to answer June's question of the month. The question of the month is as followed. First, I want to say happy Pride to all those that celebrate, and I pray that you are safe, blessed, and all is well. So the question is as followed. This year we are celebrating Pride at a time when the LGBT community, human rights, are under attack across the country. What do you see as the greatest threat to people living with HIV? What should be done to prevent it? Or how can we change it? Good question. What do I see as the greatest threats? Anytime that any particular marginalized group rights are being under attack, being rolled back, that presents a significant problem that can easily fall into a domino effect. Once people feel comfortable taking away certain rights for certain groups, that puts all groups at risk for having certain rights taken away from them. We are seeing an unprecedented attack on LGBT rights, especially as it relates to transgender identities, transgender youth, and the ability to just simply access healthcare to aid those that are in transition. With that being said, we still have a handful of states that criminalize HIV. I see with stigma still being at an all-time high around HIV, transphobia, homophobia still existing, not only within our communities, but also within our, as we see in companies and institutions and systems. I feel like it can be a very slippery slope. The greatest threat to us is that they begin to try to criminalize HIV across all states, even in progressive states. Also, I can see them entertaining the idea of making it more challenging for people to access healthcare. A lot of times I know I'm one individual that I access my hormone replacement therapy along with my HIV care. So if my doctor was no longer able to provide hormone replacement therapy care, which is transgender related care, along with my HIV, I would have to find another doctor. And depending on where I'm at, that can be something that can be challenging to do, especially when you've been within a system for a very long time, such as I have. I can just see people's statuses being exposed and being used in a detrimental way. I can see it possibly having to come up and preventing people from getting a job, or just making people's lives just miserable. We don't know what the future holds. What we do know is that if we don't stand up now and fight for the rights that we do have, and begin to speak up for those that can't speak for themselves, and continue to hold our professionals, our elected officials accountable for their actions and words and lack of, we got to start doing that and continue to do that. Otherwise, things can get very dangerous. Things are very dangerous now, but things can get even worse. So how can we change that? Continue to show up. Continue to lend your voice to causes that you feel that are important to you. Continue to show up and be an ally to communities that are marginalized and undervalued and overlooked. And use your resources and use your talents and your voice to uplift and to bring solutions to the problems that we're facing today. So that's my answer to this question. It's a heavy question. There's no right or wrong answer, but the time is now to act. So as always, if you or anyone that you know is looking for resources within your area in New York State as it relates to HIV testing, HIV information, please visit www.hivstartswithme.org for a list of resources and information that's available to you in your area and throughout New York State. Be safe, love yourself, and love others. Until next time, later.